Hello gremlins, I'm Witchy, and boy do I have a tale to regale you guys with. But let's begin at the beginning. Way back when, in the far-off age of 6 weeks ago, I was busy browsing the official D&D Discord server. Some of the players in my D&D campaign were going to be pretty inconsistent for showing up for the next couple of weeks, so I wanted to find a new player to fill in the gaps. That is when I stumbled across Pluto. Insert planet joke here. Anyways, Pluto was a chill guy without much D&D experience, but I don't mind teaching people, so I added him to my Discord server, which you should totally join, by the way. He was friendly, got along well with everyone, and in no time I built a character for him and we were playing D&D together. So that brings us to 4 weeks ago. Pluto messaged in the Discord server asking if anyone wanted to do some character design work for him and his friend's game studio. I thought this was very cool, and I'm not sure if you could tell by the entirety of my channel, but I like art, so I volunteered to help. I got put in some DMs with Pluto's friend 4K, and then we started talking. First, I asked if the game was going to be 2D, 2.5D, or 3D. I needed to know this for the sake of character design. His response, I don't know. And I was like, what do you mean you don't know? And then I asked what the gameplay would be like. He said, I don't know. And I was like, what do you mean you don't know? This is your game. And after a few more exchanges with many more I don't knows, I made a very interesting decision. Now, there is something you should know about me. I love helping people. In fact, if given the opportunity, I would help people without even thinking about whether or not I actually want to get involved in their messes. So, without thinking about the consequences of my actions, I said, hey, you seem to really need some help, so why don't you promote me to director so I can help out? I never really regretted this decision, but boy is it something I should have thought more about. But regardless, I got promoted to creative director and added to the official Ghost Studios Discord server. Eventually, and this was like a couple days later, after helping to flesh out 4K's ideas, I eventually asked him and Pluto to start looking for 3D modelers. Your response? I don't know how. And I, finally being smart, said, hey look, I'm just the creative director, you two are the game directors, I expect you to handle hiring. Good decision on my part, right? Well, after 2 days and no 3D modelers hired, I eventually started looking for them myself. And then I hired 3D animators, and then I started paying the 3D animators, and this was on top of still doing character designs, doing voice acting, creating teaser trailers, helping to script and plan out game mechanics, and managing the crew. So I said, hey, if I'm gonna do all this, I want to be promoted to game director. And 4K, being the chillest guy alive, said, alright. And now I'm game director and also kind of a founder at Ghost Studios, and that brings us to now. So hey, if you like horror games and also me, make sure to support Ghost Studios by subscribing to their YouTube, following their TikTok and Instagram, and joining their Discord. Also subscribe to this channel so I can get monetized. Please, 3D animators are expensive. That's it for me. See you later. I'm gonna backflip out of existence now. Goodbye.